everyone, I'm Abby and this is Sunny D Writes. We're taking a break from my magic series today to do the AuthorTube Newbie Tag. Seeing as I've only been posting videos regularly to YouTube for about a couple weeks now, I would figure that I'm still kind of a newbie to this platform. And I ended up finding out about this really cool tag by Jenna Streety, so I figured today would be the time to do it. I'll leave it linked below if any of you other newbies want to give it a try. So, here's the tag, and here are my answers. Number 1. How did you find out about AuthorTube? I've been lurking and watching videos from this community since I was about 14, so for almost 5 years now. Although I only actually regularly started watching videos in about 2018, so about 2 years ago. Here's the story. When I was 14, I wrote my very first manuscript, and the story was changed and changed and changed, and then it ended up being shelved, and then I ended up going to YouTube looking for advice. I was really only looking for writing advice so that I could become the next teen writing sensation. And newsflash, that didn't happen. So I'm not even 19 yet, I still have time, but I've kind of accepted at this point that that's just not gonna happen. Anyway, I was running around looking for advice and I stumbled upon this channel called Bookish Pixie run by author Gabe Cole, who I will also leave linked below. And I was like, whoa, writing advice on YouTube. And it was absolutely mind-blowing. So I went through all of Gabe's videos and watched all of those, and then I ended up finding another couple of other YouTubers and things just kind of went from there. I watched on and off for a long time basically, and then I started giving advice on my own blog at Sunny D Writes, which I leave plugged at the end of every video. And then a couple weeks ago I decided that I wanted to start doing advice like this for myself. Fun fact for you, AuthorTube is actually what got me started giving advice on Tumblr, which is where I give most of my writing advice now. Number 2, what genres do you write in? At this point, it's mostly general fiction with hints of sci-fi and fantasy. One of my current projects, my main project actually, is about a contraption that makes the main character forget whoever he falls in love with. And another is about an immortal whose soulmate is continuously reincarnated. I also have a build your own adventure story with some pretty heavy fantasy elements. And I like writing short stories too. Number 3, what is your preferred tense, point of view, and category of story? I love present tense. If I can, I always try to write my stories in present tense no matter the format. If it's anything longer than a short story, I tend to use third person limited, but if it's a short story, then I tend to use first person. And my preferred category is young adult to new adult. Number 4, are you a plotter, pantser, or plancer? Let's just clear something out of the way really quick. I really like those words. Anyway, plancer for the win. Number 5, are you self-published, published, or yet to be published? At the time of making this video, I'm yet to be published unless you count the short stories that I've put on my website, which I will also link below. Number 6, what is your dream publishing house or literary agent? Honestly, this isn't something that I've put a whole lot of thought into yet, but in terms of publishing houses, some of my favorite stories have come from Razorbill, Hyperion, and Simon & Schuster. So for now, I'll say one of those 3, but things might change in the future, so it's tentative. Number 7, what AuthorTube related videos can we expect to find on your channel? Well, firstly, I put out videos every Sunday and Wednesday. So whatever you're seeing, you can expect to see it twice a week. Right now, the majority of the content that I'm making and plan to make is writing advice, but in the future, you can probably see some of my story updates and general life stuff as well. Number 8, when did you start writing? I've been writing for as long as I can remember. If memory serves, I started my first story when I was 11 and my first official original novel when I was 14. Number 9, what was the first story you ever wrote? I'll give 2 answers for this one. The first story that I ever wrote that I can remember was in 3rd grade, and it was about a squirrel named Spirit Z Squirrel, like the middle initial Z. It was essentially about this squirrel and all of her squirrel friends learning about bullying and then setting up their squirrel friends, like other squirrel friends, on a double date. The first serious story that I wrote with the intent of publication was called A Shadow Like Obsidian. I wrote it when I was 14 and it capped off at 63,000 words. It was about these 2 brothers who were on the search to find the mother of Zeus, but when they found her, she ended up putting the younger brother under some sort of control curse, and pretty much everyone died. Oh, and I quoted song lyrics directly from a 1990s country song, not once, but many times. Number 10, which authors have inspired your writing the most? That would have to go to some of my favorites, like Jenna Romina Garber, S.J. Kincaid, and Victoria Schwab. Number 11, do you schedule your writing time, or you just try to write whenever you can? I do my best to set aside at least a half hour for writing every day. The actual time frame varies from day to day as a general rule, but as long as I have that half hour slot, wherever it is, I can do my best to make it work. Number 12, how do you write and where do you write in general? I write on my laptop, so the one that I'm recording this video on. And I would do it by hand, but I'm a pretty meticulous handwriter, which means I'm very slow. And I know others prefer the handwriting method, but just because my handwriting is so slow and because the way I grip my pencil sometimes makes my hands cramp, I've just opted to type. It makes it easier for me. Lately, because of quarantine, all of my writing has been done either at my desk or sitting on my bed, but more often at my desk. When things were open and I was still on campus, I would usually find my little corner in the library right next to the cafe, because I'm a stereotypical writer. Number 13, what are you most looking forward to about being a part of AuthorTube? I'm really interested to see what this community is like and how it feels to be a part of it as opposed to just somebody who watches the content. I've been contributing to the Writer community on Tumblr for about 4 years now, and they're lovely. And I've been pretty on and off with Twitter. But interacting with authors here on YouTube is something that's actually pretty new to me, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how it goes. And that's the whole tag! I've actually had a lot of fun doing this and saying everything out loud, mostly because all of the content that I produced on Tumblr was written only. So hello world, here's what my voice sounds like. If you are a newbie AuthorTuber as well and you want to try this tag, I'm going to leave the link below. And if you enjoyed this tag, please drop a like or subscribe to let me know. If there's anything else that you want to know about me or my writing, you can either leave your comments in the comment section down below or over on my blog at Sunny D Writes. And until next time, happy writing!